Grandfather, what's that song on the radio? The beats are making me want to dance.
That's what it's meant to do, Finn.
Why's that, Grandfather?
Well, it's the Human Festival of Songkran.
Songkran? Isn't that a big water fight?
Well, sort of, Finn. Why don't we follow the music? This is my magic radio, and we can follow the airwaves to anywhere we want.
Yes, please, Grandfather. I want to follow the music to Songkran.
Then to Songkran we go.
Wow, this is amazing.
This is Songkran, Finn.
I'm not even really sure where we are, Grandfather.
We're in Thailand. Songkran is the Thai New Year's national holiday.
Oh, I see. When do they celebrate it?
It is celebrated every April 13th every year, but the holiday period is extended to the 14th and the 15th. In 2018, the Thai cabinet extended the festival nationwide to 5 days, so now it runs from the 12th to the 16th of April.
So, it's a proper party?
It is, Finn.
So, Grandfather, what does the name Songkran mean?
Let's surf the airwaves, and maybe they'll be able to take us somewhere.
What is that?
That, Finn, is an astrological chart. This is technically where Songkran gets its name.
What do you mean?
Songkran comes from a Sanskrit word that literally means astrological passage, which in turn means transformation and change.
That seems quite nice.
It is, Finn. The Sankranti is a Hindu harvest festival that is celebrated in India in January to mark the arrival of spring. It coincides with the rising of Aries on the astrological chart.
Well, that explains the astrological chart.
Why, of course it does, Finn.
Did you say it was a Hindu festival?
No, though it's named after a Hindu festival, it's actually a Buddhist festival. There's a great story behind it from Buddhist scripture. Would you like to know more?
Yes, please, Grandfather.
Let's jump on the radio.
So, who are those two men?
These two were part of the Buddhist scripture at Wat Pho. The Songkran originated from the death of Kapila Brahma.
Grandfather, please tell the story.
I will, Finn. In the scripture, there was a wealthy man and his neighbor. The neighbor would make fun of the wealthy man because he was childless.
That's not very nice.
It wasn't, Finn. The rich man felt humiliated and asked the gods of the sun and the moon to grant him a son.
Did they give him one?
No, Finn. It was only when he cooked rice to the tree god, living in a banyan tree. The tree asked Indra, who was the king of the gods, to grant the man's wish. Then he was given a son named Thamabal.
I am thrilled that he was finally given a little boy.
He was, and how very special he was, as he could speak to birds and taught people to avoid sin. A god heard about him and wanted to test his cleverness. He asked Thamabal to find answers to questions. If Thamabal got them wrong, he could have Thamabal's head. If not, the god would have his head cut off.
Oh, I don't think I would be able to do that. That's a lot of pressure.
It was a lot of pressure. Thamabal asked the answers from the eagles. When the god asked Thamabal the answers and he got them right, the god kept his word and had his head cut off.
What happened then?
Because it was the head of a god, it could cause some damage, so they decided instead to store it inside a mountain. Every year when the sun enters Aries, the god's head had to be moved so it didn't explode and destroy the world. So, the god's daughter did a series of movements to make sure the god's head isn't in line with the sun.
Let me guess. This became the Songkran?
Exactly, Finn.
So, how's it celebrated now?
Why don't we jump on the radio for that?
This is really beautiful. What are they doing?
It is, Finn. In addition to the throwing of water, people have lots of symbolic traditions. Visiting temples and offering food to the monks is commonly practiced. Many families rise early and take part in traditional Buddhist rituals. One ritual is known as bathing the Buddha on the second day of Songkran. During this ritual, devout followers will pour water over the statues of Buddha in their home and at their local temple. What those people are doing, though, is pouring water on those Buddha statues.
Why are they doing that?
It's meant to represent purification and the washing away of one's sins and bad luck. Using the blessed water that cleaned the images to soak other people is seen as a way of paying respect and bringing good fortune.
Oh, okay, I see. And what about the first day?
The first day of the festival is celebrated with processions of Buddha images taking place throughout the country. The Thai people also prepare themselves for the beginning of the new year by cleaning their houses.
It's nice that so many people are here.
It is, Finn. As a national holiday, offices and banks are closed during the 3-day period. Many people take this as an opportunity to visit their families.
So, it also has the meaning of unity?
Yes, it does. This is also meant to be a festival of unity and appreciation of family, so people who've moved away return home to spend time with their loved ones and elders.
Hey!
Yes, the holiday is known for its water festival. Thai people will walk the streets having water fights, using containers of water or water pistols. Some even stand at the side of roads with a hose and soak anyone who passes by. Major streets are closed to traffic and are used as arenas for water fights.
Wow, not just kids are doing it as well.
Yes, young and old take part in this. It's a tradition.
People are dressed so beautifully.
Yes, traditional Thai dress is worn and brightly colored clothing to celebrate the festival.
This is absolutely brilliant. What is the largest street party? I want to have a water fight at that party.
Well, Ceylon probably has the largest and wildest Songkran crowd in Bangkok. The entire 5 kilometers of this street, mostly known for Pat Pong, is packed on 2 levels, with thousands of young Thais carrying anything that can spray water. The best part is that you can enjoy the party in relatively dry surroundings by staying on the BTS skywalk that runs above the street.
Wow, it seems so fantastic. I can't wait to get involved in it. But before we leave, please tell me what our next adventure will be.
Ah, Finn, patience. You will learn of our next adventure tomorrow.
Well, I am off to play with lots of water. Bye!
Bye, kids. Hope you enjoyed the journey with us. See you next time!